Simagic. Simagic seems to be one of the most talked about sim racing brands in 2024 and 2025, and the opinions are either holy this thing is the best thing ever, or holy this is the worst product of all time. So today, let's talk about Simagic, and more specifically, their middle of the ground wheelbase, the Simagic Alpha. My name is Brandon, this is Boundless Racing, and welcome to this week's review. Simagic has three levels of wheelbases: the Alpha Mini, the Alpha, and the Alpha U, and each have varying prices of $539, $769, and $1,029. All dollar amounts are in United States dollars, aka USD, as well as varying newton meters of torque, 10 newton meters, 15, and 23. So the Alpha, middle of the ground in price, torque, and size. How good is it, and should you get one? Well, like every review on this channel, we'll go over some technical info as well as the driving experience to really break down if you should get a Simagic Alpha. The Simagic Alpha has 15 newton meters of torque, an 18-bit encoder, and fully aluminum hardware base. The design of the wheelbase is very similar to that of a Simucube 2 Sport or Pro, but one big plus comparatively to the Simucube is the wireless protocol / Bluetooth connection is at the front of the wheelbase comparatively to the back of the Simucube. However, after doing some short and lengthy testing of the Simucube 2 Sport and Pro, its antenna fix has caused zero problems with any connection issues. AKA, that issue isn't really an issue anymore, but it should still be brought up because it was an issue. The mounting solution on the Alpha is also really good, as you can bottom mount it, side mount it, and front mount it depending on your sim's cockpit, which is very useful. And if you want to desk mount it, it even comes with some additional mounts to make that work that are separate from the base itself. However, I do not recommend that at all, because 15 newton meters is a lot for any desk, no matter how sturdy it is. The quick release of the Simagic Alpha and the whole Simagic ecosystem is quite impressive, it being a standard NRG style quick release. It is to the point, to be quite frank. Unlike other ecosystems, the ability to put an aftermarket steering wheel like a 350mm wheel is easy and simplistic. It only costs $80 with the Simagic quick release, and it's in a simple 6-bolt pattern. You can either get it in a 50mm or 70mm pattern. And if you're going to go with a 350mm wheel like I just mentioned, you want to go with a 70mm quick release. And it only costing $80 is extremely affordable. Comparatively, other quick release solutions such as the Fanatec Podium solutions are upwards of $200. After going briefly over the hardware, we need to talk about customer service, quality, and distribution. Now, for wheelbases, I've had virtually no issues with the Simagic ecosystem. Furthermore, there are plenty of distributor options for Simagic, including us, Boundless Racing. I'm here to formally announce that Boundless Racing is carrying Simagic products as well as other brands within the sim racing industry. We're pumped to not only provide next level turnkey solutions, but also products for all budgets and sim racing enthusiasts. Click the first link down below to check out all the products that we are selling, and feel free to DM us on Instagram or send us an email at info@boundlessracing.com with any questions. Now that we're back, we'll also briefly touch on software. The SimPro Manager 2 software is what you connect as the software for all your Simagic hardware. With this, you'll easily be able to adjust your wheelbase due to everything being neatly labeled and easy to navigate. When it comes to driving, the Simagic Alpha has given me zero problems, comparatively to its big brother, the Simagic Alpha U, and its little brother, the Alpha Mini. It 100% fits right in the middle. On popular platforms such as iRacing and Assetto Corsa, you expect it to act like the way you'd expect it to. Smooth. Compared to other wheelbases, the rotation of the wheelbase, rotations of the car, and the car going over curbs feels very smooth. On Assetto Corsa, in not only racing but also drifting, I always get excellent feedback through the base. And again, it is very smooth. With settings incorporating road feel and not incorporating road feel, I still get both of which are fantastic. Getting a very smooth experience. And when I incorporate road feel, guess what? I get road feel. Going over bumps and curbs, you get some reactions throughout the wheel, and there's nothing to complain about there. However, I do have some qualms on the iRacing side of things. iRacing, it felt a smidge dull in the realm of road textures. For example, when I dip a tire in the grass, I get the understeer effect, or when I hop onto a curb, I feel a slight change in where I'm going. However, it's kind of dull. It doesn't really feel like I'm changing road texture, like I'm going on the curb or I'm going into the grass. Now, this is definitely a software over a hardware issue, and maybe it could just be in my settings, but having differing wheel settings between iRacing and Assetto Corsa, and on iRacing trying to extract more out of the force feedback and frequency feedback in order to get those feelings, I just feel sort of a numbness of the texture. And to say this is a garbage base in terms of feel is anything but true. I can still perform well and can feel car communication, but sometimes it just comes down to the consistency of feeling when I dip a tire off or go over a curb. And with iRacing, I just can't. And again, you can feel very well the traction loss, suspension, and car rotation. It's just the things of road texture, the effects of dirt, grass, rumble strips, etc. you can't really feel. It's very dull. And overall, if there's one thing I could say I could get more of out of this base is that feeling. Being able to feel like I'm in the grass or in the dirt or go over rumble strips will take my level of immersion through my hands a lot higher comparatively to what it is now. So overall, the Simagic Alpha is not a bad wheelbase at all. Dare I say, it's actually quite good. And at a price point of $769, it's that perfect intermediate wheel. Now, comparatively driving the Asetek Simagic and Simucube high-end wheelbases, I'm a little spoiled. And at times I want more than that 15 Newton meters of torque. Not simply because of the torque, but because of how precise that wheel is. Lowering that torque and that wheel being built to handle more torque allows for more precision and more communication through the base. And with only 15 Newton meters, I really can't get that. But at the price point and the ecosystem of Simagic being so obtainable, it's hard to beat that of the Simagic Alpha. And if you're interested in getting your own or anything else within the Simagic ecosystem, click the first link down below and pick one up for yourself. Until then, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment any thoughts you have down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.